Okay, it's recording.
Hi guys! Alright, so today we're going to talk a little bit about stress. A good way for me to relieve stress. Puppies, they're so cute. Okay. It's okay.
He is definitely stressed.
So, according to womenshealth.gov, stress occurs when people feel like they do not have the tools to manage all of the demands in their lives. So, as you know, as college students, we have a lot of demands going on, a lot of stuff to take care of. College can be stressful. Students are faced with trying to adapt to new changes, workload, support networks, and the environment. And this is taken from the Journal of Advanced Nursing. As you know, freshmen going into college, it's a really hard time for them. It's a big change, especially from high school. And it's hard because you don't know anyone, you need to make new friends, you're getting used to the environment. Brookdale's a little bit different because we have, it's community college, so you get to go home, but sometimes you're in dorms, you don't like your roommate, it's tough. The workload is a lot different. It's a lot heavier in college, so schoolwork, tests, quizzes, reports. Usually, of course, in college, they tend to be all due at the same time, so it's a little bit difficult. Fitting in, like I mentioned earlier, it's really hard to sometimes fit in, and it's a huge stressor on someone, especially, you know, if you don't know anyone, it's really hard. Lack of sleep, lack of eating right, or enough sleep, or enough food, actually. In college, definitely, I know for myself, I focus on schoolwork, and sometimes I miss out on eating, or I'm just snacking on junk food to keep me up and going. And lack of sleep, too. You know, there's a lot of stuff that goes on that we miss sleep for. Finances. According to the American Psychological Association, 76% of Americans say that money is a significant cause of stress, and this is written by Nancy Molitor from EPA. And as you know, college is a huge expense, especially now, and the economy is not too hot. So it's definitely difficult, especially for the college student, to balance all the different financial needs that we have, bills, car, finding a job. As we get out of college, it's difficult to get a job right now. So it's kind of hard, especially since, you know, if you spend a lot of money on school and then you don't have a job, you're already in debt, and, you know, you're trying to pay your loans back. Relationships. Relationships are also tricky. You know, if you have breakups or if you're single for too long, it's kind of hard to get through that, and especially if you have schoolwork and you're missing sleep and you're missing out on food, and then, you know, your boyfriend's like, oh, see you later. It's kind of hard, so a lot of stress. Fighting, cheating, fighting in general, relationships, not just with, you know, boys and girls, but, you know, friends. It's definitely something that takes a lot out of a person, and it's definitely a huge stressor. If you know some of the reasons why you're stressed, you may be able to control your stress and your stressors. Like I said, you know, college, financial market that we're in is terrible. And then, of course, relationships. For the college student, it is really tricky. So it's kind of hard. So if you know kind of where you're coming from, it's kind of easier to see where you're coming from, and then you're able to help yourself out a little bit and see, all right, I don't need to, you know, I don't need to work on this right now, let me just get some sleep, and then maybe that'll help me a little bit better. Any questions?
50 seconds.
How do you deal with stress personally?
How do I deal with stress? That's a good one. Like I said earlier, I look at puppies. Oh, he's so cute. It's a puppy.
Oh, okay.
Also, I eat a lot of chocolate. It helps. And I watch something funny. That definitely helps me with my stress. Yeah. Any other questions?
My office all the time.
That's right. Any other questions? Yes.
Has there ever been a case where you could not control the amount of stress you had?
Yes, actually. One time I was not able to get all I wasn't able to get all the work done that I needed to be done, and I freaked out, and I wound up missing a day of school because I wanted to make sure I got all my work done. I ended up